Let's start with Larry King. King is not the original name, right?
My name was Zeiger, and all I wanted my whole life was to be in broadcast. I just wanted to be on the radio. When I was 5 years old, I wanted to be on the radio. I used to imitate radio announcers. Mm-hmm. I would listen to shows like Suspense and The Shadow, and then I would pretend I was an announcer. Mm-hmm. And then I'd get odd jobs. I didn't go to college, and I got out of high school. My father died when I was 9. Mm-hmm. So I got a bunch of odd jobs here in New York. Grew up in Brooklyn, went to Dodger games, and lived my life, and worked for United Parcel Service, Hearns Department Store. And
let me tell the young bucks, when you were growing up in Brooklyn, the Dodgers played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, the Brooklyn Dodgers.
LA, right.
This guy named Jackie Robinson, you may be familiar with.
I was at his first game.
Wow.
And I interviewed him twice.
Really?
Interviewed him once in 1960 and then once about 3 months before he died.
How did you feel at his first game? Were you one of those people that were against it?
Oh, what are you kidding? Against it? We were all for it in Brooklyn. We loved him.
Got you?
Oh, yeah. And the movie 42 accurately portrayed that, too.
Really?
Yeah, I was sitting up there in the bleachers. But anyway, so I knocked around a whole bunch of odd jobs, and somebody suggested I go down to Miami. And
Never a bad idea.
Knocked on doors, and a small station there hired me. And I got my first job. It was May 1st, 1957. And I was about to go on the air, and the guy said, well, what name are you going to use? Mm-hmm. And I said, well, my name is Larry Zeiger. He said, no, that won't go, because people won't know how to spell it, and a little ethnic. Figure that, a little ethnic.
Right.
So
why not Larry Z?
Larry Z. That would be now.
Okay.
Larry the Z.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But he had an ad open in the Miami Herald for King's Wholesale Liquors. And he said, why not Larry King? And I said,
better than Larry Liquors.
You could have been Larry Liquor. That'd have been hot. If you was doing like
Wholesale.
porn radio.
Yeah, could you imagine if it was BJ's, it'd be Larry BJ, you know, anything.
Anyways, Larry King.
Okay.
And so I sat in the studio, and I had Les Elgart Swinging Down the Lane was my theme song. And I was so nervous, man. Because remember, this is my lifetime wish.
Right.
I'm 22 years old, and since 5, I wanted to be on the radio.
Right.
And now here's my big chance, $50 a week. I was on from 9 to 12, and I did sports and news. You did everything in a small station. And the music started to play, and I faded the record, and nothing came out.
Oh.
And I brought the record back up, and nothing came out.
Stage right?
I was scared to death.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
And the general manager kicked open the door to the studio, and he said, damn it, this is a communications business. Communicate. So he shut the door, and I did something then that I would do today. I was just honest. And I turned the record down, and I said, good morning, my name is Larry King. That's the first time I've ever said that. I've just been given that name. And this is my first day on the air, and I'm scared to death. And I wanted this all my life. I told the audience the truth. And you can never go wrong when you tell the truth.
Never.
Absolutely.
So for 3 hours that morning, if I miscued a record or I goofed up on a commercial, they're saying it's his first day. You know.
Right.
So they were in my corner by taking them into my corner. I was never nervous again. 58 years later, I've done comedy, I've done on stage, I've done stand-up, I've done interviews, I'm seen around the world, I've done radio, television, podcasts, FM, news, everything.
Right.
I've never been nervous since that first day because I learned something that first day. There's no secret.
There's no secret.
Just be yourself.
Be yourself.
If it works, it works. You can't make the audience. If the audience listening now didn't like The Breakfast Club, there's nothing you can do to make them like it.
Right.
I agree. I totally agree with that.
All you can do is be yourself. If it works, it works. No, it ain't brain surgery.